everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike, and in today's review we have one of the smaller Ninjago movie sets for you. That is the Manta Ray Bomber. It's the bomber you see in the first trailer when it's swarming the Ninjago city in pretty sheer numbers. We've built this guy on a live stream, so you can check out some recordings in the links below if you want to, but today we're gonna do a review after this short time lapse. The completed Manta Ray Bomber looks ridiculous, and I love it. I have to say that this vehicle looks pretty awesome. The Manta looks exactly like that when she tries to swallow water to feed, and this vehicle captures this look in an amazing fashion. We also get 4 minifigs in this set. There is Cole and a civilian named Shen Li. That's a character in the movie. A great little guy. I'm gonna show you all those guys in a second. We also get 2 Shark Army members. There's the Great White, great print and mold for his head, and the Shark Army Gunner. But let's start off with this review of checking out what this water bomber is all about. The Manta Ray Bomber has a lot of cool stuff to it, so let's get into it. First off, the yellow thing you see at the top is an actual detachable cockpit, so it serves as a cockpit and steering function for the bomber while it's on the top, but you can easily take it off because it's only held in place by those 2 special new pieces. That is, by the way, a tile with studs on a 2x2 tile with studs on one side. That is a new piece introduced in this line of Lego, new system piece that kind of replaces sometimes the very classic jumpers, and it works pretty well. But this thing holds the boat. That is a special piece, and we're gonna see this one in more detail. The boat is super simple. There is this common mold for the pontoon boat from a number of, for example, Coast Guard sets, and it has 2 spaces, one for the gunner and one for the driver. Well, if it's this one, that's the bomber driver while it's on the bomber, and the back position is the gunner position for both versions. It also holds 2, well, bombs that look like bees to me, I'm not sure why, that can be attached to those snap positions onto the boat. And the gun in the back is a nice build, but for me it's using this magnifier glass piece. I think they could have used the piece that has the actual print with a crosshair on it that we have seen already in a number of sets. I'm not sure why this is clear. Could have been a crosshair, but it looks like it looks. Still a nice fun build and an integral part of the entire bomber. The mentioned bombs have some better places to go onto the set. You have a number of spots where you can attach them. First of all, you can attach them to the wingtips like that, so they do look like bombs attached well as on a normal jet fighter. And there's also a spot by those paddles in the front that can hold the bombs as well. You just click it here and it holds the bombs that way. So you have a number of spaces that the set doesn't really tell you about, but I think they look much better than bombs attached somewhere here, because, well, they would be pretty hard to drop from air, don't you think? The other armament of the bomber are those spring-loaded shooters. You can see the tips of projectiles in the mouth of the Manta, and the engagement, the trigger for them is nicely hidden. You think those are controls in here, but those actually shoot them off. You just push those pieces and there you go. The projectiles just fly away, and, well, that's one of the best looking, nicely hidden functions I have seen for such type of armament so far. The tile section also has a tiny function. This fin piece in the back can be slightly moved up to the top. Once you remove this thing, it can serve as a vertical stabilizer, and I think it's not said in the instructions or the set box for that matter. It can pop off, as you can see, if you push it too hard, but otherwise you can add some of the looks at least to make this bomber look more like a proper plane. The two massive barrels at the bottom make the bomber fly and float at the same time. They look like, you know, those landing gear pieces for water planes, and they're like just nice build using those massive cylinders. The propellers in the back, of course, rotate, as you can see, and well, it adds to this kind of a bulky look, I have to say, but I like it. It doesn't look too big or too small, just a perfect addition for such a ridiculous looking plane. The whole thing is very sturdy, very swooshable, because the technique inside is making those wings not go off that easily, so nothing is really too wobbly, and I'm happy with that because you can just hold the set any way you want and it's easy to swoosh around. I thought it would be more fragile than that, but it's not, so I'm happy with the way how it's done. And the good thing, at least for me, is that we only have 2 stickers in the set, and those would be those code numbers, the wing numbers, on the tip of each wing. That's only 2 stickers for the entire set. The 4 minifigs in this set include the 2 bad guys, the Shark Army members, Cole and a civilian named Shen Li. Let's check out Cole first. Cole is having this sleeveless suit, that's the same print we've seen before, but this time around he doesn't have any prints on his arms. Sometimes we do see some tattoos or prints on his yellow arms, but this time there are none. His weapon of choice is the hammer and also the 2-piece Ninjago mask. That's a new for Ninjago movie. 2 face expressions that we've seen previously, the bad one and the good Cole. Overall cool fig, but you can also get him elsewhere as with most of the other ninjas. Shen Li is a civilian. He seems to be a fish market merchant, and the cool thing about him is that he's carrying those 2 water buckets in a very unique style that is visible in many Asian countries. And the thing that this thing is attached is that he's using the neck bracket with a connector piece to make this thing look like it's on his shoulder. I think that's a very cool concept, and it never makes you lose this accessory whatsoever. There is one single face expressions for this guy, that's only this beard with his scared face expression, and he comes with this new type of hat in light brown color. The main bad guy is called Great White. That's an officer in the Shark Army, probably one of the main characters as we're gonna see in the movie, and he comes with this great little mold for his shark helmet. That's a great white shark mold. Looks great, to be honest, and there is only one single face expression for this guy, plus this new mold for a high-tech scuba tank. The print for the torso is the same as we've seen before, and the fish, that his weapon of choice, and there's always a fish for those guys, comes with this unicorn or just horn piece at the very top. Very ridiculous, but I really love that head. The last guy is the Shark Army Gunner. His face is similar to what we have in all the other thugs or just, you know, henchmen for the Shark Army. His cap is in dark blue color and his weapon is fish with a sai blade. That is not very common to have in those guys, so quite a cool addition. And the torso is also the same as we see in many other sets with those guys. It's a weird thing to say, but I think this set looks better than what I have expected, to be honest. Well, for $30, that's the price right now for this set, you get quite a lot. Nice build for the bomber. Looks much better than on the box, and that's what I have expected. Again, well, 4 minifigs that you get are not the best. You can get those guys pretty much in other sets, maybe except for the Shen Li civilian guy, but that doesn't really justify just getting this set for the minifigs. Well, the looks are there, and it's one of the most ridiculous looking planes ever made in LEGO, most likely. So if you wanna get some uniqueness to your collection, this set is an easy pickup. Alright guys, and that is it for this review. Manta Ray Bomber, I like this guy, looks crazy and very pushable, kinda good set for the price, I have to say. Well, if you enjoyed this review, please leave a like and subscribe. We really appreciate your support all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I'll see you again on Brick Vault.
Bye.